Hello, this is Stephen Adams with the Yellowstone Divide Trail System, here with your scouting report for the Canopy Trail event that's coming up.
At this event, we'll be focused on the Canopy Trail, which is a series of trails in Island Park. This is the actual grooming map that the state puts out, and we'll talk that over and show it to you. We'll also be sharing an Onyx trail, which is actually on our website already if you look at there. And then there's also there's another mapping system that the state has uploaded a PDF into that will track you on GPS, and that's available on our website for this event as well. Didn't do a lot of video or photos of the trail out from Island Park, but this is crossing over the Osborne Bridge, and that's a really pretty part. Here's where the video starts. This is just to the south of Harriman State Park. It's actually right along the road that goes into the entrance of Harriman State Park. They keep the groom trail just off the road until the entrance, and then you actually just go right onto the road as you head to the west. This is still, actually I think this is now on that road, just on the southern side of Harriman State Park and heading up to the west to Bishop's Mountain. At the end of this road, you will turn left for this ride, but if you go right, then it actually takes you all the way up and around Island Park Reservoir, which is a great ride as well. And here you can see that little bit of cloud-covered Bishop's Mountain to the north. You're starting to see in this snowfall and all this the snow on the trees and the really pretty sight here, why I wanted to call this Canopy Trail. It gives me the same kind of feeling as driving through the canopy roads in the south, and it is very different with the snow and everything. If you just replace the snow with the Spanish moss and pretend that they go up all the way and connect up on top of you, it gives you some of that same feeling. You'll see more of that later on. Here we're getting closer now to Bishop's Mountain. It's a really nice ride. We had tested this trail earlier in the season even without it being groomed, and it was still a nice ride. But with that fresh groom, it actually snowed about another 4 or 6 inches on top of the groom that was just groomed. I don't know, they probably did it 6 hours before this ride, and all that snow had fallen. That morning was just crazy snowfall, and that night. But it was still just a great ride. This, I think now we have turned and we're heading south. This is taking us along the edge of Bishop's Mountain. And it's another really nice green trail. The trees are starting to get closer together. It was just a fantastic ride. The last scouting trip I did for Big Spring was 20 below when I was riding, and this one was about 32 degrees, and it was just beautiful and warm, and well, warm for snowmobiling weather, but it was just a great ride. The elevation change here, the elevation going up to Bishop's Mountain is gradual, and you kind of don't realize how much you're climbing, and then you'll kind of go fairly level there for a while, and then we're now in this video you're seeing a climb up to the ridge line that separates Island Park from the St. Anthony desert area, the area that's actually north of St. Anthony. Sand Creek is what a lot of people refer to it as. There's another part of this trail that is called July Trail, or July Creek, July Trail as well, or July Road, or July Creek Road. Anyway, it's an interesting area that's right on top of the desert there, and you'll come down off of this ridge, and here it is actually, we've turned around coming back now, and you can just see how desolate this is compared to those pine trees. There's a really stark transformation from these mountain pines down into the desert area. But on you know, my recommendation for those that take this ride will actually be turned just a little bit before this. Now we're back up into the trees. This is for me the best part of the ride. When we came down into this, there was only one snowmobile track, and I'm pretty sure it had come up from the St. Anthony side and had gone into Island Park. So it was really fun. I'd never ridden on that fresh snow right on top of the groomed trail. It was a great experience. These trees are just beautiful going through here. This is the Canopy Trail portion that I mentioned, just gorgeous. Here we're back down on the east side of Bishop's Mountain, and I'm just trying to get a look to the left and get through the trees and the clouds to show you Bishop's Mountain. If there aren't clouds that day, which it doesn't look like there will be, you never know, but the weather looks really good for this ride. That'll be a really pretty sight. And this is actually going downhill away from Bishop's Mountain back towards the highway, the main highway in Island Park. And the image you see down at the bottom is just the flat portion that we're heading to. Here again, we're skirting Harriman State Park. We just left the road. We're heading towards that main highway. Shout out to Brian here from Engler's Lodge that went with me and helped with the scouting. He was a great guy. Just fantastic to have him with me. It's just working with Engler's Lodge on this is just a great opportunity for all of us to spend the day at just a beautiful facility and have it there for us to warm up and just rest in between rides. This is now going over the Osborne Bridge back towards Island Park, or Last Chance is where English Lodge is. And it's actually a really fun part of the ride as well. It's just not in the woods. It's just a different, more traveled area. Right here, going really slow because there's just these huge washboards you can't really see on the video. Not sure why Island Park hasn't gotten the smaller grooming equipment as well so that they can run it over those bridges, but sometimes when you're crossing bridges in Island Park, you just have to go slow or just get beat up. Here we're just going along the Henry's Fork on the other side of the highway now, heading back into Last Chance. This is a really pretty part of the ride. There's a lot of waterfowl on the water you can't really see in the video, and the mountains off to the west and east actually. That's just a gorgeous area. Here we're coming up on the buildings there in Last Chance. So the highway is just to our right, Henry's Fork is to the left. Here's the first glimpse here of the Angler's Lodge. It's kind of in the center there, right on the bend of the tip of the river there. That's where we're headed. Hope you're able to come and join us. Here's just a static picture of Angler's Lodge. We look forward to seeing you, and enjoy the snow.